Hello everyone. So my name is Dan. Just thought I'd do a quick video really because I've been sort of growing my network recently. So I figured I'd do a quick video just for people to get to know me really and just to see where I came from, a bit about my background and what I'm up to really, what I'm all about. So yeah, what I do then. So I help sort of financial service professionals with their marketing primarily. My background is marketing. But I help with other stuff like automation and personal brand. Basically, a lot of the stuff about what's helped me along my sort of journey. So my journey, like I say, it's digital marketing that I do. But how it started was back in ever since I left school, really, I've been involved in clubbing. I used to go clubbing a lot. Used to go out on a weekend and have a lot of fun. But I sort of wanted a piece of it. I've always had a kind of entrepreneurial mindset, really. So yeah, I wanted a piece of it basically. I loved it that much. I wanted more. I wanted to be involved in it more than just sort of being on the clubbing side of it. So probably, I think it was 2001. I set up the first sort of club night. I set up my own club events. Me and a couple of pals, we did it. We sort of got a venue and booked some DJs and promoted it. Really marketed it, which was my kind of first introduction to the kind of business world. Really, it wasn't back then. It wasn't much about making money. It was more just to make a party for me and my pals. Um, so I did that for about 15 years, really. Did it various venues and places dotted all over Yorkshire, really, South Yorkshire and Leeds, places like that. But yeah, but that was like I said, my first introduction to marketing, really, because it was we used to put flyers and posters out and stuff. The internet wasn't really a thing back then. Well, it was, but it was still in its very sort of early stages. So yeah, we used to run around in the dead of night with like a hood over our head, trying to paste up posters on the wall with a bucket of paste in our hands back then. So that was how it was done then, really, because like I say, the internet wasn't really a thing. But it did start to come around after that. We started to put sort of our club details on message forums, and MySpace came around. I don't know if some of you are old enough to remember MySpace, but yeah, that came. And then in 2004, Facebook came out, which was like a dream to me because I could just sit on my ass really doing what I was doing, running around putting posters up. I could just sit in front of a laptop, set up these event pages, just invite all your friends, and they'd all invite all their friends, and then you could message them all. So you can message like excuse me, thousands in one sort of shot, which you can't do now, obviously, but back then you could. So yeah, that was like the first sort of time that I started to use social media for business, really, and it's sort of just evolved from that, really. Because we started offering it out. I taught myself graphic design as well because I used to obviously do posters and flyers. So rather than pay someone else, I'd learned how to use Photoshop and produce the graphics myself. So then I started to offer it out because I'd built up some contacts from the club events. I'd built up some contacts in bars and restaurants and stuff. So um, yeah, I offered that out as a service, and then the social media stuff came after, just offering out to maintain people's sort of Facebooks. Really, that was pretty much it back then. Um, so yeah, that's how I sort of got into the marketing aspect of it, and it's just sort of evolved from there. Back when I first started, but all this time I was working part time as well, so it was perfect because I could work part time for BT, and then the rest of the day I could be doing my own stuff. So yeah, I built it up to a point where I could quit my job. I think that was 2014, 2015, something like that. So I quit that part time job, and that was like the dream. That was always in my mind that was the goal kind of thing. I wanted to work for myself full time. And yeah, as I said, 2014, 2015, that kind of time it was when. But back then, I used to do it for any kind of business, really. Whoever would take me on, really, to help them out, I'd do it. Which, yeah, when you first start, that's the only way to go, really. But I realised a few years later on that I really needed to sort of just niche down into one specific area. So that's what I do now. I just help financial service professionals with their marketing. about 20 clients now where I sort of do done for you, where I do all the marketing for them, and I also do the coaching aspect of it as well. And I'm in the process of selling a course where I put all my time, all my experience into this kind of a coaching program, which is a mixture of online coaching and live coaching, really. So it's a bit of a hybrid. So yeah, that's where we're at now, really. That's, as I say, that's took us up to now, and that's how I sort of coach a lot of my guys to do what I've done there in terms of niching down on a specific sort of industry or group of people. It just makes your marketing and everything a lot more powerful and easier, because when you know who your ideal client is, you can sort of structure everything towards them. So every sort of niche has got their own individual pain points and problems and desires. So if you sort of structure your marketing around that, it just makes it, like I say, 10 times more powerful than what it would if you just generalise. Yeah, so basically what I do, like I say, I basically teach my clients what I've sort of learnt along the way of to get into where I am now, because I'm at the point now where I've always wanted to be in terms of my business can kind of run itself. I do a lot of automation, which I teach a lot of my clients as well. So it frees up a lot of time. So I can literally, if I need to, I can get my sort of day done in a few hours. I often don't do that because I like to sort of learn more and sort of progress on with what I want. But yeah, like I say, that's basically what I teach my guys. But yeah, that's where I'm now. And like I say, self-employed, work for myself, work from home, can sort of do my hours around whatever I've got on, kind of stuff. If I want to go to the kids' sort of parents' evening or sort of nativities and all that kind of stuff, I can do all that, which is for me is a big thing because I'm obviously big into my family, and I can do it when I'm traveling as well. I can work when I'm traveling again because I like to travel a lot, so I can just take my laptop with me and crack on wherever I am, kind of thing, which has always been what I wanted. So yeah, that's basically a bit about me, and just for you to kind of get to know me, really. But for anybody that's watching that is in financial services, I have set up a group which is set up to to teach you little tips and stuff. It's completely free. So I'll post a link to that, and I've also got some training as well, which helps financial services generate their own leads, really, and there's a bit about niche marketing in there as well. But I'll put the links in there if anyone's interested in that. Like I say, that's available. It's all free. But yeah, that's like I say, pretty much me. I just want to give you a bit of an introduction into me, and just for people to get to know me, really. Like I say, because I've been doing a lot of outreach recently, connecting with some of you guys. But yeah, if anybody wants to know anything about it, got any questions or anything about marketing, quite happy to help you out in that aspect. But yeah, appreciate your time. Anyway, if you've got to this point in the video, I appreciate that, and I look forward to connecting with some of you guys. But yeah, thanks again for your time. Cheers.